Shalom, shalom. This is Moth on Yashar Love in the Parium. It's Moth, son of Israel, son of Ephraim. Before we get started, gotta give all praises and honor to your power, Yahweh. Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Rukakadash. Shalom to the Akimagwa from the buying this student to this video. Let us peace to the brothers, sisters, and children tuning to this video. So, yesterday at work, a couple friends now, we wasn't really a spat, but we were discussing, stuff that's going on. Now, they're like, man, they're not calling America Babylon. They're calling, what they call it. But Babylon is not, nah, man, ain't worried about that, man. Last time someone messed with Babylon, they, this and that. They only make anime now. They can't mess with Babylon military. We got the best military in the world. And I'm sitting over there saying, hey, man, it's coming to time. Like, everyone else got the same weapons we do now. They got people teaming up. And I said, even then, the people that are allies, they're going to turn on us. This is prophecy. This is meant to happen. Now, I know a lot of them are in the Bible, but they aren't in the truth. So they cannot understand that part. But, essentially, this lesson what I'm really going to discuss is, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. Babylon's going to fall. And this is the start of the end. It's been the start of it, but this is really I didn't want to say the start of the end because we're so close. It was the Charagma, Jacob's trouble to really hit peak, and for Yahweh Yahushua to pull back the brothers that are preaching. Because, man, we're right there. But you see on my screen right now, it's a lot of different articles just discussing World War III. I'm not going to go into an article. I really just want to show how you see how this is such a prevalent talking point, right? The book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 12. One woe is past. Behold, there comes two woes more hereafter, right? We had World War I. We had World War II already. So we're on the last one, right? For this one, we break that down again. Revelation 11 to 14. The second woe is past, behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So we had two world wars already. And you see that as allotted for three, right? And woe means destruction, so the second destruction. So we had, the two. This would be the last one. And the last one is the end war of all. The war for all wars is going to end everything. It's going to be over. So lucky. Because you'll be using the ICB and missiles. You'll be using the missiles. The book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 2. I will also gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Josaphat, and will plead with them for my people, for my heritage, Yasharallah, whom they have scattered among the nations and part of my land. Now, I know I used this verse in my last lesson I did talking about prophecy updates, because that's where, Iran is right in the midst of that. It's really the valley of Jehoshaphat is in the Middle East, right? The fight gonna happen in Megiddo, which is a valley in Israel, right? And Iran is right there. So that whole Middle Eastern area is really where this war is gonna really start and take place at, right? Before it evolves into sluggy, man. I'm tired. Sluggy. A world war. Book Isaiah chapter 47 verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit in the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. So, cool, we already talked about how it's going to be 3 world wars, right? We already talked about the importance of what's happening now, because really the location. But now we're going to touch on the point that we were talking about earlier. Come sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. It's over. This is the Lord saying, come sit in the dust. You're going to be destroyed. It's going to be done. All the missiles hit, when people, even our allies, turn on them. It's over. They're going to sit in the dust. They're going to be destroyed, right? The book Isaiah chapter 13 verse 20. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it dwell in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and the houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satires shall dance there. The book of Isaiah chapter 13, verse verse 22, and it reads, "The wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged." So, reading those three verses, you see that there's nothing that's going to be in the land of Babylon after it's destroyed. There's no coming back. There's no more rebuilding. It's over. It's done. It's donezo. There's no more. It's a desert where lizards and owls and wild and animals is roaming around. That's what it's gonna look like. It's gonna be burnt to a crisp. So for people thinking that Babylon not gonna get touched, no, Babylon gonna get touched, 100%. The book of Revelation chapter 18 verse 1, and it reads, "After these things I saw another angel coming down from the heaven, saying, it's like having great authority, and the earth was illuminated with his glory. And he cried mighty with a loud voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and become a dwelling place of demons, a prison for every foul spirit, and a cage for every unclean and hated bird. For all nations have drunk the wine of the wrath of her fornication. The kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth have become rich through the abundance of her luxury." Right? And I heard another voice of heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, lest thou share in her sins, and lest you receive her plagues. For her sins have reached to heaven, and the power have remembered her iniquities. Render to her as she rendered to you, and repay her double according to her work in the cup which she has mixed double for her." Right? Talking about now Babylon's going to get that judgment back to what they did to us. And also what they just done to this world, right? Because really just killed the world, spreading all this wickedness. So this war and the destruction of Babylon is all their judgment. Let's jump down here to the book of Revelation 18 verse 9. "The kings of the earth who committed fornication and live leisurely with her will weep and lament for her when they see the smoke of her burning, standing at a distance for fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, a great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour your judgment has come." It's going to be over in an hour, but these people are going to see the burning of Babylon in their country from different places of the world. It's over. It's over. It's just like go down here. 19 of Revelation 18 verse 19. "He threw the dust on their heads and cried out, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, a great city, and which that who had hauled ships on the sea became rich by the." It's like it's the wrong one I want. I want the one talking about who was like this great city, because the people were making money off of us, but now they can't make money off us. But what I'm saying is, it's over. We're about to get destroyed. It's going to be viewed and seen all over the world. And this is the New King James, I believe. New King James Version. This is the King James Version. Right? This book of Isaiah chapter 55 verse 11 reads, "So shall my word be that goeth forth of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, and it shall accomplish which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." Now I'm ending with that precept because what I'm saying is this: ain't nothing that you can do about it. It's not what you think. It's nothing that if you think that they got the strongest military, it's nothing that can happen. No, you're wrong. Because it says it right there: the Lord's words will not come back to him void. It's over. It's over. It was meant to happen. It's going to happen, and it's going to happen. So I don't desire this lesson was edifying, and it will give some peace and enlighten you. You know, we gotta give all praises and honors my power Yahweh. By Shem Yahshua, by Shem Rakakadash. Shalom to the Akim Michael Wife and the Bind that tuned into the video. That's peace to the brothers, sisters, and children that tuned into this video. Shalom.